So I get asked this a lot, you know, when I'm showing photos of people's teeth. They go, my teeth are crooked. Ugh, is that something I should worry about? And I guess, what are the options to straighten my teeth up? I guess, you know, I mean, there are several options on how to straighten your teeth up. And I guess it depends on everyone's different and everyone's teeth are different. And how crooked or how not crooked teeth are also different between people. But also there are many other factors like age and everything like that. But generally it comes down to, I suppose you can put it this way, 4 general options there. Well, the first option is you can always leave it. You don't have to fix it. I guess the good thing is, you know, about leaving it is there's no cost involved in it, and there's no effort in you putting on anything or wearing anything. But I guess the downside is that with crooked teeth, the problem is it's a bit harder to clean in between your teeth. The analogy I like to use is, you know, pretty much if you're gonna clean a flat wall as opposed to a wall with grooves and whatnot in there, which one's easier to clean? Obviously the flat wall. So, you know, if you think about it, you can't clean as well. So if you can't clean as well, you're more prone to getting holes, and you know, obviously costs are going to increase next time. And there's the other thing we call continuous tooth eruption as well. So it means teeth means drifting. So teeth continuously move over time. So if you've always wondered, like, you know, 5 years ago that tooth didn't used to stick out that much, but now stick out a lot more. I swear it's moving. Well, you're right. It tends to move. Once it goes out of course, it will just keep going, you know, and until the tooth finds somewhere stable. And that's usually a little bit far out than where you want it to be. So I guess that's the first option, is leaving it. There are other options like pre-orthodontic work. I guess the good thing about it is more like, what is it? Now, what pre-orthodontic work is, it's pretty much, you're talking about plates, you're talking about little spring plates or myobrace or semi-brace, you know, things like that, and not exactly braces. It's just a preparation before braces. And in some cases, you can avoid braces as well using it. Of course, the good thing about it is that it's cheaper and generally quicker, and I suppose depending on the success, depending on how well the patient wears it, it works as well, and you might be able to avoid braces down the track. I suppose the problem is that again, nothing's 100%. It's not 100%. It really depends on compliance. It's depending on which device you're going with, but also it's very age dependent as well. Now, up to a certain age, you know, teeth move a lot quicker. Generally, pre-orthodontic is usually indicated when you have baby teeth still. Again, depending on the development, some people are 30 years old and still have baby teeth, so that doesn't work. But generally, I'll say usually around the age of 11 to 12 is the cutoff mark there. Now then, the other option would be braces. You know, braces do work. It's the traditional, fortunately, tram tracks is what people call it. But they do come in many forms. You know, you can come in ceramic, which are clearer, comes into traditional metal. You have lingual braces as well, and that's all sorts of different forms as well. And there are many different brands of braces. In Tooth Heaven, we use both ceramic and metal, and you can choose either one. Now there's I guess in general, you know, without going into too much detail there, I guess in general, the downside of braces is, of course, the looks. You know, when you see wires running across. Even with the best of materials like ceramic, you don't see as much as metal, but you still do see a bit of metal over the teeth there. But I guess the upside is it's more of something we can control. You know, it's stuck in your teeth. You know it's gonna work because it's stuck in your teeth, and we're controlling it. We don't have to rely on the patient's compliance or, you know, remembering to wear them. And if we don't have to do that, as long as you come for your appointments, we know it's gonna work from A to B. Now, the other option, or I suppose the more popular, by the way, going back to braces, it's more popular for with I guess teenagers usually at school. That being said, we do have some cases where clear aligners do not work as well, and we have no choice but to go with braces there. So again, as like I mentioned earlier, it's case-to-case basis, depending on your age, depending on how crooked your teeth are, depending on what you want us to do. That's where it goes. And then the last option will be clear aligners. Now, clear aligners, one of the more famous brands you've probably heard of is Invisalign. That being said, Invisalign is not the only brand in the world. There are so many different types of brands in the world there, and last I checked, I think there's about 21 or 22 brands out there. Yes, there is a lot. And don't get me wrong, not all of them exactly the same. And I suppose depending on what you want to do, depending on what you're trying to achieve, most brands can move teeth. It's just to what degree. In tooth heaven, I suppose with clear aligners, look, the downside of the clear aligner is that you gotta remember where it is. It's not blowing your teeth. You have to take it in and out, which means you gotta wear it for 24/7. Pretty much only taking it out when you're eating or brushing your teeth. Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess the other downside is that generally it's depending on what you're trying to do. Sometimes it's as fast as braces, but in general, I mean, you're pitting plastic against metal. Obviously metal, you can pull teeth and move teeth a lot quicker than clear aligners would, but the difference is quite insignificant these days. Used to be months and months on end, but now with technology, with most products out there, it's sort of dropped down to maybe sometimes a month, maybe 2 months difference. Really, it's insignificant. But I guess the upside is it's invisible. You can't see it, and it's a little bit more comfortable than braces because you don't have things stuck in your teeth that's rubbing you constantly, annoying you constantly. And in terms of costs, it's come down so much in comparison to braces, so they're not any more expensive. Sometimes, depending on the brand again, sometimes even cheaper than braces. So in tooth heaven, we do stock different brands of clear aligners. We have Invisalign, we have Clear Correct, we have Clean Straight, and there's some other brands as well that we stock up. And so, I guess, and the prices vary between the brands because there are different levels. And again, depending on what you want to achieve and depending on what we start off with as well. So I guess the best way to find out as to which is more suitable, how much is it, and are there any payment plans? Yes, we do have payment plans at Tooth Heaven, which are interest-free. But I guess, the best suggestion I can make is booking a time with us or with your local professional that does moving teeth. And I don't know about the others, but we do offer free consults here at Tooth Heaven for any moving teeth business or ortho work. Until the next time, we'll hopefully see you here. And I hope this video has helped you understand what are the general options out there. Till then, we'll see you soon. Bye now. Hey there! If what we just spoke about speaks to you or someone you might know of and you'd like to find out more, we're more than happy to have a chat with you just by clicking on the links below. You can also contact us directly on our phone number on the number listed on this side. And if you don't already know about this, we do accept online appointments as well, and you can book yourself online from our own website. Now, this video is just part of what we believe in Tooth Heaven, which is changing lives one tooth at a time. Until the next time we see you, thank you for watching and take care. Bye now.